Shay here. Today is going to be our weekly whip and chat. And whip stands for work in progress. So y'all pull out whatever you're working on or whatever you want to do for the next hour. And I will keep you company and hopefully, you know, keep you entertained. You never know what stories I've got. My current whip is a Diamond Dots diamond painting. And it's called Autumn Harvest. And so I kind of have y'all zoomed out. Let me see. Yeah, so y'all can see what I've done so far. And I only have one row left at the top. So these sunflowers are gorgeous. There's a lot of ABs that are in this kit. And I am loving this. It is a round. And of course, I'll have everything linked, you know, in the description if y'all are interested in grabbing this. I am doing this for Drills and Chills. And that event goes through October 31st. So this is my second canvas that I've done for Drills and Chills. Let's cover some things first, and then I've got something serious to talk to y'all about that's kind of reminded me of that, but we'll get to that in just a second. We've got some shop talk to do. Let's cover, so again, Diamond Dots canvas. Some of my CoverMinders, this one right here is from Oh Snap. Hopefully y'all can see that. Oh Snap Crafters Cafe. This is one of the snaps. The sunflower one. And then I got these 3 little pumpkins from Just Minder Business. And then I got this from actually Cooper Coast Creations. This was sent to me for free with a pen I got. So this was a little gift, which I thought was really sweet. This is my Enablers Outpost pen with the gold tip, stainless steel tip. And I do have a 5-placer in here with blue wax. I have micro glue dots in my single placer. And then as a backup, I also have my Diamond Art Club pen with the 7-placer with blue wax and then micro glue dots. Okay, you guys. So that's it. And then I've got my little trash tray. Not a whole lot of trash. Just, you know, ones that look like, you know, Swiss cheese. I've had a few of those. Release papers I got from Amazon, from Star Ore. This is my Craftably washi tape that I got from one of my Craftably kits. This orange tape that you see around the edges. And then I am using my Elizabeth Ward storage container for my drills. And I think that's it. Y'all go ahead and grab something to drink, something to eat. Like I said, I will go for about an hour. That's typically how long I go. I've got coffee. This is actually, I don't know if y'all can see. I don't want to go too far, but this is one of my Starbucks cups from when we lived over in China. Some of the traveling, this is from Thailand. So it's my Thailand cup. Thailand was one of the last trips that we took right before we moved back home. It was on our bucket list. We never, you know, we were going to other places and we just never made it. So, okay, you guys. Also, just so you can see, I kept the box instead of popping up the image because I'm lazy. This is what the completed kit looks like that I'm working on. Where is it? There it is, you guys. Let me move my light so y'all can see. But yeah, there's what the completed kit will look like. The one I'm currently working on. It's really, really pretty. Like I said, I got this from Diamond Dots and I did do an unboxing on my channel. So yeah, it's Autumn Harvest and it's considered an intermediate. So it's like right in the middle. So y'all, I can't talk today. I feel like I'm like, for some reason I feel nervous. Isn't that weird? I know it's because I've got to talk to y'all about something serious. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I'm going to zoom y'all in. So you can see the section I'm working on. Look at the sparkle. Look at the sparkle right here, you guys. It's so pretty. I'm loving this kit. Okay, so I was working on this last night and started getting really tired. Oh, look at that. Yeah, these apples. I mean, this whole kit is just beautiful. So I just have to do this section right here. This is a partial. So this yellow right here is not going to be drilled. But like I said, it's considered a partial, but so far I have drilled, I mean, 95% of it almost. I mean, I haven't had anything yet that I haven't had to drill now that I look at it. Yeah. All right, you guys, are we going to get down to some serious business? Let's just get this out of the way so it won't be on my mind anymore. It's been heavy on my heart. I got an email yesterday from someone. Okay, let me get my color out. Let me try to talk as I diamond paint. Got an email yesterday from someone. I don't know if she's a subscriber. I only know her first name, and I'm not going to say it, obviously, but, you know, she sent me an email yesterday, and she wanted to notify me, and she was very nice about it, but she wanted to notify me that I had shown possible stolen artwork on my channel. And you guys, I don't take that lightly. That's not something that, I mean, it's very important to pay the artists and to give them credit. It's very important to me, and I know it is to a lot of y'all. And it's the painting is The Little Witch that I just finished for a DP Festival of Witches that I know a lot of people have. And it's unfortunate. They did tell me the artist's name. So I did do some research, but again, it's that little witch that's, and I'll put a picture of the image. I just did a post review on it, and it's the little witch holding the black cat with all the pumpkins behind her. She's got the dress. I know a lot of people have it. It's from Star Or on Amazon. And it's just so sad and so unfortunate. This is the first time that I've ever had to deal with anything, you know, uncomfortable, or, you know, that I've had to explain on my channel that, you know, it's just not, it's not good. Let's see, the artwork is by, and this is his name. I hope I don't pronounce it wrong. I'm assuming it's a he. Hiroko. It's Hiroko. So Hiroko Rainey or Riani. It's Reaney. And he has a series called My Best Fairies. I did do a lot of research yesterday after I saw the email, and was able to, oh gosh, you guys, I wish someone would pick up this artist. He's got, y'all know I love mermaids. He or she has got some beautiful, beautiful artwork. Gorgeous. Lots of mermaids. They would be fantastic diamond paintings. So I'm going to send some emails, pushed for this artist to be hopefully licensed with somebody. Maybe somebody will, you know, pick them up, but y'all, you should go look them up. The art is just amazing. So first thing I did was, once I realized, you know, what the situation was, I did reach out to Star Or and told them, you know, what was going on. And they haven't gotten back to me yet. But I asked them to please take that image down because, you know, that's not right. So in turn, I will be pulling down my video, obviously. You know, for that reason, I don't feel like that's okay. And I definitely don't want to get in trouble, you know, by anybody or anything. So, you know, I don't know what the ramifications are, but I definitely do not want to find out. So, I don't play that. I want to play by the rules. Yeah, you guys, it's just not worth it. So, like I said, I know a lot of y'all have that kit. You know, and this person was very, very sweet in their email. They're like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, you know, and I appreciate it. I appreciate them sending me an email and not putting me on blast and not, you know, making a rude comment, you know, on my channel, you know, for everyone to see. They just sent me an email, and I'm very transparent with you guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hide anything. You know, y'all are like family to me, close friends, family, whatever you want to call it. But I tell y'all everything. So why would this be any different, you know? So I'm dealing with it, you know, I got to deal with it. And if y'all have the painting, you deal with it how you see fit. But, you know, it's not cool. It's just not cool. And it's been really bothering me ever since, you know, I found out. I was like, are you kidding me? You know, I try to be so careful, and, you know, I wasn't. So, okay. I don't know what else to say about that other than that's the situation. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Since we got that stuff out of the way, okay, let's talk about some good stuff, okay? There's lots of other good things happening. First of all, I didn't even say, you know, hi to you guys. I just, you know, when I've got something bothering me, I just want to spit it out. And I'm just glad I got that out. I feel better. Wanted to let y'all know what was going on. So, but yes, how are you guys doing? Again, I feel like this is our time to sit down, you know, and have coffee together and just hang out. You know, I wish you could talk back to me, but that's where I really appreciate your comments, everybody watching, commenting, liking, all those things. So please tell me down in the description, or not the description, that's my job. Y'all tell me in the comments how you are doing. And I hope you guys are having a good week. And if you're not, if you're feeling kind of down, maybe my video hopefully will, you know, cheer somebody up or make somebody feel better, or you know, get to where you need to go and, you know, have a little bit of, you know, just escape a little bit, if you will. I know when I listen to Whip and Chats, sometimes it's just, you know, a time just to kind of go and just listen to somebody else and not think about maybe what's going on in my life right now, and just escaping a little bit. And maybe it'll help you get some, a project done, you know, whether it be diamond painting or laundry or, you know, crocheting. So y'all, speaking of that, of other crafts, gosh, so many diamond painters have started doing cross stitch, and I don't cross stitch. I never have. I don't do any other crafting. I'm not real crafty, which is funny because, like I've said before, the name of my channel is Crafting with Shay. I ain't crafty, y'all. I can't cook. I can't sew. My poor dog's bed, the big dog bed that we have, the dogs tore a little hole in it and they keep playing with it and stuffing keeps coming out, and I got Velcro strips. That's how bad I am. I got Velcro strips and try to Velcro it together again because I don't know how to sew. So, I just don't. I need to learn. These are basic things I need to learn. Lou and I did go to Michael's, and I did pick up a little sewing kit. So I've at least taken that step to at least purchasing, you know, a sewing kit. So I have a little kit. So I just need to figure out what to do with it now. But that would be a good project for me to work on. I think I got all the teas. I don't see any more. Okay, let me switch over to another color. So yeah, let me know how y'all are doing. Cross stitching. So I don't know. I mean, I'm curious, but at the same time, I'm not. Just because, you know, everybody else is doing it doesn't mean, you know, I need to be doing it. I don't, you know, I'm all about joining in the group and being part of things, but I'm not sure. What I would like to do, which I think is even more ambitious, which is probably not, I don't know, who knows? I don't like to say I can't do something or I don't know how to do something. And I do that a lot. I already tell myself, I already put that self-doubt, you know, before I even try it or before I even say I can do it. So I need to do a better job of not putting myself in that hole going, or in that, you know, that title going, oh, I don't know how to do these things, and just leave it at that. Because that's what I do. I say, I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to do this. And so I need to try. But I ordered some things from Unimade, and I did an unboxing video, and Lou and I were looking at this little pumpkin. Hopefully y'all can see that. Let me stand up. Yeah, the little crocheted pumpkin. And Lou's like, Mom, you should learn how to crochet. I would love all this kind of stuff. So I don't know if this is complicated to learn. So I don't know. I don't know. Knitting maybe, but I think it would be fun to pick up another craft. I love diamond painting though, you guys, and I don't want something else to take this away from me. So, but what if I, you know, get in a little lull and I want to switch it up a little bit? But crocheting, I don't know. I'd like to try it. So maybe I'll watch some YouTube videos. That seems to be the thing to do when you want to learn, you know, just like that's why I do this for y'all is, you know, I can maybe, you know, help some diamond painters, you know, some new ones that are, you know, just picking. That's how I learn things, from watching videos. So yeah, we'll see. What else, you guys? So I wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you that commented on my last Whip and Chat. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, I am having a hard time with the kids, my oldest in particular. There's some things going on. You know, he's 16. It's just normal stuff. But my kids don't have a lot of responsibilities around the house. There's not a lot of rules. We're just kind of, you know, whatever. So, and I have a tendency to be their friend versus, you know, I'm a softie. My husband's kind of he's definitely the hard one. So I wanted to say thank you because I got so many awesome comments from so many of y'all, and it kept me going all week long. And it would stick in my head. I would think about some of the things that were said, and it was just, I would kind of repeat them in my head. You're not their friend. You're not their friend. And I'm proud of myself, you guys. I have to just say it out loud. I am proud of myself. I had the boys do I asked them to do, so Saturday, so, you know, when I woke up, I had a chore list Saturday morning for everybody to do. And Lou did her chores. I had her restock the fridge with bottles of water and Cokes and all of our drinks. And then I had her restock the Keurig, you know, the little coffee pods and the little carousel. Just, you know, kind of give her a few things to do. And then, of course, she needed to clean her room. So she worked on those things. I was going to have the boys do their own laundry. And Nate came down and put his in. And he's like, I know how to do this. So he did his laundry. Now, I say he did it. He put it in the wash machine. Then I had to keep getting on to him about moving it over to the dryer. He did that. And then he dumped the clothes in his laundry basket and took them upstairs. I said, buddy, if you don't fold those, they're going to be wrinkled as all get out. And it's going to be awful. So you need to fold your clothes, you know, y'all. I imagine just your clothes crumpled up in a basket. I mean, no, but you know what? I got to let go. I told him a few times, I'm like, what you can also do if they've been sitting too long, you can pop them back in the dryer and do a little heated dry to get the wrinkles out. I do that a lot. You know, I think we've all done that, you know, just refresh a little bit if you forget they're in the dryer and then fold them. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I got to let it go. But at least he washed his own clothes. Ryan, on the other hand, had homecoming, which we'll talk about that in a second. So he was busy, you know, Saturday and then Sunday he was tired from homecoming. And his job was to do his laundry. And then it was his turn to pick up dog poop. He did finally do the dog poop like Sunday night at like almost 8 o'clock. But he did do it before the weekend was over. Nate's also, his other job was to do dishes. So Nate unloaded the dishwasher on Saturday. So you guys, I got them to do some things. So it was awesome. So thank y'all again for, you know, all your awesome comments and just, you know, you're telling me that, you know, I could do this and it's the right thing to do. And so I now just kind of had those little mottos in my head all week. I've been saying no to things instead of saying yes. I don't care if they get mad. We're not friends, you know? And again, I know I'm not being a drill sergeant because I know that's not the right way to be either. I'm just saying no. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I'm saying no to Lou, which I have a tendency to just say okay and just, you know, give in. I'm not doing that. And it feels good. I've got like this little bit of a power back that I didn't have before. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good. And I know it's good for them. And that's what I keep telling myself. This is going to help them in the long run. So that's been going good. Everybody's kind of, starting to have a little more responsibility. So I'm really, really happy. I know it's only been a week, but hey, you guys, you know, I'll take it. And I just need to stick with it and follow through. Because I know it's one thing, you know, is always hard is the follow through. And don't ease back into my old ways. But Ryan, you guys, he's still failing some classes, but he's trying to get caught up. He still doesn't have his computer. We took his computer away. He's trying. He's kind of trying. He's yeah. You know, I don't even know what to say. Guys. Oh my gosh. You know, it's interesting that your kids have different challenges at different ages. You know, when they were toddlers, you know, like I'll hear friends' videos and they have little ones and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember those days. And those were hard. And then now I've got other, you know, there's still challenges, but they're different. And just with every phase and every season, there's like a different form of, you know, new ways of things happening and things coming up. So I'm just going with it. And, you know, it's part of having kids. It's part of raising kids. And, you know, we chose to have them. So, you know, we're doing our best, I hope. And we're trying, you know, we are trying, and that's all we can do. And, you know, I'm sure they're going to turn out just fine when it's all said and done. Okay, so what else did I want to ramble on about and update you guys on? Okay, I took notes. You know, I always got to take my notes. Let me take a little sip of coffee real quick if y'all don't mind. Oh, I forgot to say, which I always say in the beginning of my videos, today's Wednesday for me / Thursday for y'all. So, you know, I always film these the day before. So, you know, we're getting towards the end of the week, which is good. But let me just catch y'all up on kind of what's been, you know, going on this past week. This is my time to kind of update you guys. Let's see. So last time we talked was Wednesday, Thursday. So Wednesday, Nate's been going to driver's ed. So he's been taking his driving classes since he just turned 15 in August. And day 3 of the class, they take a test and they can get their certificate to go to the DMV and get their permit. But unfortunately, the earliest appointment we could get, which I tried to get a long time ago, was in January. But that was still going to be fine for timing because Nate's got, you have to hold your permit for 6 months, and he's not going to be 16 until till next August. So we still had plenty of time. But Nate's more of my planner, wants to know what's going on, takes things a little more seriously than maybe some others. He's chill, yes, but he's also like, he wants to get things done and get them done right. So he told me the night that he did pass his test. So I was so proud of him. He got his certificate. And he totally messed with me. He got in the car Wednesday night because, the first class was Monday. And then so he got in the car Wednesday and he's like, I'm like, how'd you do? He's like, I failed. And he had his mask on, so I couldn't see his face. But I figured he was messing with me. Y'all, he was messing with me. That boy passed. So I'm so proud of him. And so he's like, okay, Mom, can we, because, I told him dealing with the Ryan situation where Ryan lost his license. And for those of you that may not know that, my oldest Ryan, he had his driver's license for about, what was it? About a month and a half, maybe. And he lost his wallet. And so we had to get a replacement. And so we kind of learned some of the system and the ways to do things and how to get things done a little bit faster if you can. So he's like, Mom, I don't want to wait till January. I want to start practicing now because I want time. I want to feel like I'm ready whenever I turn 16. I'm like, okay. I said, well, the alternative would be, if we don't wait till January, it would be going at 5 o'clock in the morning, just like I did with Ryan. It's ugly. I mean, it's not fun. It's not pretty, but we can get it done. I mean, we'll probably be able to get in if we get there that early, but it's rough and it can take a long time to get it all said and done. He's like, I don't care. I want to do it. I want to do it. I'm like, all right. So I talked to my husband and I said, Monday, do you think, because we were going to wait till Monday. I said, do you think that you can, wake up Lou and, and get her all going and take her to school? Because normally that's what I do. That's my job. And he's like, yeah, I can do it. I'm like, okay. So I made her lunch the night before, got everything all set up, let him know what time she needed to leave and all that good stuff. And I know I'm kind of jumping ahead, but Monday, so a couple days ago, my alarm was set for 4:45. And I actually woke up on my own at like 4:30. I think I was so afraid that my alarm wasn't set and that I'd set it for like PM instead of AM. And I was just kind of worried that I had messed up and I didn't want to oversleep. So I woke up before my alarm, tried to wake Nate up, which was really, really hard. He even told me the night before, he's like, Mom, it's going to be hard for me to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You can splash water on me, dump water on my head, whatever you got to do. And I'm like, I'm not going to splash water on your head. No. He goes, Mom, just make sure I get out of bed. I know I'm not going to, I know I'm not going to want to. I was like, all right. Sure enough, y'all, I was having a hard time waking him up. He wasn't opening his eyes or anything. I'm like, Nate, wake up. I was like, don't you want to go get your permit? And he was like, So I was like, okay. So I went to his bathroom and I got a bunch of water in my hands. I just had a bunch of like water in my hands and I just kind of went, and I just kind of put them all over his cheek. Y'all, he got so mad at me. He was like, what the heck? I was like, well, he told me I could. He's like, yeah, but he was wiping his face off with the blanket and he was so disoriented. He's like, what did you just do? So yeah, that was pretty funny that I had an opportunity to put water on his face. But it worked. I mean, he was kind of mad, but he got up. We headed out about 5:15. And we're both like half asleep. We're so tired. And we get there. And of course, the line is already way deep. I mean, it's like, there's probably, I don't know, 50 people in line already. It's crazy, you guys, crazy. And this time we'd brought, because when I did it with Ryan, I was just sitting on the ground, the concrete, and I didn't have, and I saw people with chairs, and you just throw them in your car as soon as the line starts moving. And then I knew I had Nate with me so he could save our spot. So sure enough, I brought a couple of camping chairs and we got our chairs out and got in line. And it was nice out. It was like 70, 75 degrees out. And I told Nate, I'm like, this would really suck if you were doing this in the cold, if you had to do this during the winter. So at least it was nice out. And y'all, he's so different than Ryan. Nate never once got on his phone. And so I kind of felt bad being on my phone. You know, I was on there a little bit because I was getting bored. But we sat there in line till about 6:45. So, you know, about an hour and a half. And then they started coming out and making announcements saying that, you know, here's the deal, have your ID out, have your paperwork, blah, blah, blah. We're going to try to get everybody in, but, you know, there's no promises. I was like, oh my gosh. And I said, buddy, if this doesn't work, at least we tried. You know, it's not guaranteed. He's like, I know, but I think we're going to get in. I'm like, okay. So we finally get up there. So I go ahead and run the chairs to the car. We finally get to the front of the line. They separate it in like 4 different lines. And we're in the second line. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's a good sign or not. So we get up there and we got an appointment time. They gave us a ticket and we had to come back. Our appointment was at 10 and you can be there 30 minutes before. So here it was, you know, 7 o'clock. So we had some time. So we were both kind of hungry. So we hopped in the car and we went to Chick-fil-A and got Chick-fil-A. And then we went to Target. And he was sneezing a lot and eyes watering whenever we'd been outside. He's like, so I got him some Zyrtec. It's the only thing I bought at Target. We bought one thing. Neither one of us felt like shopping. We were just like like zombies, you know, walking through a store. There was nobody in there. We had to wait till 8 o'clock because they don't open till 8. So we got to like that Chick-fil-A time. We ate in the car. We were kind of sitting outside in the parking lot out front of Target waiting for it to open. And when it opened at 8, we went in. So we did that. And then there was a dollar store. There was a Dollar Tree like 2 doors down. And I'm like, hey, buddy, I want to go to the Dollar Tree. And he's like, I'm like, do you want to wait in the car? He's like, yeah, I'm so tired. I'm going to take a nap. So I left him in the car and I went to Dollar Tree. And y'all, I don't know what I'm thinking. So I kind of got a bug up my butt that I want to do like, I want to make a wreath. And the Crafty Heifer on YouTube, she's really sweet. Marissa, she had done a how-to a couple weeks ago on Wednesday, how to make a fall wreath because she makes these beautiful wreaths. And so if y'all haven't checked her out yet, go check. I'll link her down in the description. But she did this tutorial on how to make these wreaths because most of the materials that she buys, it's from the dollar store. And so I didn't have an opportunity because I joined the video. It was a live. And I joined the live late because I think we were eating dinner or something was going on. And so I just caught like the last half of it. So I didn't see how she did the first part of the wreath. But I saw the materials she had used at least. I just didn't know how to do it. So I kind of was at Dollar Tree buying up ribbons and mesh and a wire thingy-majiggy, you know, for the wreath and like a wooden sign to put in the middle. I don't know what I'm doing. I spent like, I thought it'd be pretty funny to do some type of like, I know I'm even embarrassed to do it with y'all, like do a video because I don't know how it's going to turn out. I am not very crafty. But again, I shouldn't say I'm not. I'm going to try. Maybe it'll turn out. And I actually rewatched her video last night and I was like, okay, so I got to see the first part of how it's done. And I don't know if I can do it. So the only thing I don't have that she used, she had this little staple gun that she used on a couple things, but I didn't spend that much money. I spent like $22 and I got a few other things that were not for this wreath. I got a bag of candy to, you know, put in like friend mail and stuff. And I got a couple other things that we needed. But yeah, I got little bats to clip on there and it's pumpkins. It's like 3 stacked pumpkins, little wooden, you know, it's like a wooden door thing. I got three pumpkins and they have like a little witch hat. And so I got just some things that go with. I got the mesh, I got some ribbon, I got all these things. So I kind of want to, yeah, I'm going to try to make, oh, there's more up here. I am going to make, you know what? I'm just now realizing, you guys, in the middle of my sentence, I'm sorry, I just like stopped, but I forgot to tell y'all about my tray. I mentioned everything else, but I didn't talk about the tray. This is a Shay tray. Shay trays is what we're going to be calling them eventually when we get to that point. It's a tray that I've made and it's a, I'm not selling them yet. Hopefully I will one day. Right now we're in the prototype phase still and I've sent some out to some friends just to get their feedback. You know, I want to make sure that I, you know, do everything I want to do before I, you know, put it out to y'all. So I want to make sure that they're perfect. So I've asked for some friends for feedback. And so I've sent some of those out. So you might be seeing people with them, but I haven't. I'm not selling them. So, but yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. Okay, so Dollar Tree. Yeah, so I'm gonna, yeah. So we did that. He waited in the car. He fell asleep. Poor guy was so tired. And so then we go back to the DMV and we still have like another about 45 minutes to wait. And so I just let him sleep in the car. And I just had the car running and I just sat there on my phone and hung out. And so we go in and we have to wait like another good hour, hour and a half before our number was called. But you guys, guess what? Check that off the list. We did it. He did it. We did it. It took 6.5 hours total. Because, you know, if you start at 5, we didn't get done till about 11:30 and it was all said and done. Yeah, it's done. It sucked, but it's done. So, it's just crazy the things you have to go through at the DPS office. It really is crazy. They don't make it fun. I know they're trying. The people are nice there that we always deal with. It's not them. It's just the process, you know. But I have 2 drivers now, officially, which is funny because Nate's only driven, he just turned 15. He's only driven in the neighborhood like once. That's the only time remember I told y'all the first time he drove was just like last week. So they were at the DMV, at the DPS office yesterday. They're like, so you going to drive your mom home? Because now you can. He's like, no, I'm not ready yet. I was like, no, he's definitely not ready. So here he has his permit, but we need to practice more. And then last night he had to go to driving school. I felt so bad for him because he was so tired, but I didn't make him go back to school. He took a nap. We both took a nap. I napped for like about an hour. And so I didn't make him go back. And then he had driving school that night. And then I was like, do you want to drive home? And, do you want to drive home? And he's like, no. And I said, do you want to at least drive in the neighborhood? No, he was tired and hungry and, was just ready to go home. So, but, we'll get some practice in. We have almost a year. So I think we have a lot of time. I'm not going to push it whenever he's ready. But he definitely is excited about it. So that's kind of the driving stuff. So it's crazy that we have 2 drivers. I don't know if I told you guys, but so Nate's going to be getting Ryan's truck. So we got Ryan a truck when he turned 16, and we're going to be giving that to Nate because a friend of my husband's is selling a used car, and it's like more of a sports car. And I think that's what Ryan kind of wanted after having a truck. A lot of his friends have little sports cars, and he's like, I think that's what I want. It's used, and it wasn't very expensive. And my husband's friend he's his best friend. He gave him a really good deal on it. And he lives in California, and he's actually going to be driving it out. So we won't have to pay to have it shipped, to bring it out here. And he's going to be here when it's all said and done. It's like 2 weeks he'll be here. So Ryan will have a different car, and then Nate will kind of have Nate will have the truck ready for him, and then he'll be able to practice in that because that'll be what he drives. And that'll be what he takes his driving test in and everything. So yeah, I don't know where we're going to park all these vehicles. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's crazy. I mean, I knew it was going to be, with the boys being so close in age, I knew it was going to be a little weird, like, and, crowded. But, yeah, maybe someone will have to park on the street. I see people that have teenagers that who park on the street. So I don't know if I don't think it's illegal, but I don't know if it's frowned upon. I don't know if the HOA, who knows? Yeah, we have an HOA, and they're kind of a pain in the ass about some things. Like, I feel bad because there's some people that have like basketball hoops, and they're the removable kind, that are on the wheels. And we've got a neighbor that has a basketball hoop that they wheel down, and we live in there's like a little cul-de-sac right kind of next to us. And so it's Lou's best friend. Her older sisters play basketball. Her oldest sister does. And they have a removable basketball hoop, and they just wheel it down there and kind of put it in the street. And we live in a really small neighborhood. It's not very big, so it's very safe. And the kids will play basketball. But if it's not brought up, if you leave it out overnight, she's gotten many warnings from the HOA about the basketball hoop being left. I mean, come on. It's not blocking anything or anyone. No, we don't have, no one, who knows, you guys. The HOAs are just so ridiculous. But at the same time, I know they keep your neighborhood nice, and they get onto the people that, have the weeds and, have let their yard go. So I don't know. I guess it's a good thing. So, but they're kind of a pain in the ass at times. Okay, what else? So we talked about the driving stuff. What else? What else? Oh, so Thursday of last week, okay, so in our living room, in our main family room where we hang out, we have a really, really big rug because we have hardwood floors and they're really cold. You know, it's cold, and so I like rugs. I have rugs everywhere. And so we have a really big rug in there to, you know, to go into the couches and the chairs and to take up, you know, most of that room. Well, we got the rug. We've only had it for about, let me see, a year and a half, maybe. Not that long, 2 years, but it was a final sale. So we got a really good price on it. And now we know why, probably because the fibers fray. Constantly finding fibers all over the house. When you look at the rug, you can just see little things standing up. It looks awful. It looks really, really bad. And so I've kind of been, you know, pushing for a new rug. I'm like, can I have a new rug for my birthday? My husband's like, I wasn't going to spend that much on you. I'm like, I know, but it can be my birthday present. It can be a Christmas present, but I really want to get rid of this rug. My husband's like, wait, when we bought the rug, I got the little warranty for it in case, like, you know, some damage. I was like, yes. So we looked into that, and one of the things that was covered was, you know, some of the things that are happening with it. And we're like, okay. So we called, I put in a ticket for it, and then they had a rug guy come out on Thursday to come take a look at it to see how bad it was and to see if it could be repaired. So, you know, so because we put in a claim, the guy came out. He was here for like 2 minutes. He looked at it. He goes, yep. I'm going to go ahead and approve this, and they'll just replace your rug. And I thought to myself, I didn't want to act too happy or too excited. I was like, what? Oh, okay. Well, and it was so easy. I'm like, that's it. He goes, yep, I'll put my report in and they'll be contacting you. So I was like, sweet. So that was awesome news. So then I got an email from them, I think it was like yesterday, saying, you know, it was from customer service saying that they got the report from the guy, and it could be a little while because they're backed up right now. It could be 30 to 45 days, you know, while customer service is reviewing it. So at this point, we haven't been told no. So I'm excited. I might be getting a new rug. And y'all, that's like a big, you know, that's a big expense. So I'm pretty pumped about that, because, you know, that would be like, it's like getting new furniture. It's like, it really changes up a room. You know, it just really adds, you know, a rug it's really nice, and they're not cheap. So I'm glad that my husband got that warranty, and I hope it works out. So we'll see. So I've kind of been dealing with the rug stuff. And that was Thursday. The guy came out. So Friday, so I'll give y'all a craft room update, because on Friday, my husband spent about an hour and a half on the phone with the contractor. And they've been kind of going back and forth on the latest plans for the craft room and for, you know, some of the stuff that he wanted to do for the house. And I think they're there. And I was so excited. My husband got off the phone. They were talking forever. And it was like dinner time. And I was like trying to, you know, make these faces at him, like, you know, like I was eating, like, do you want to eat? And he was kind of, you know, shushing me. I was like, I know. He goes, when he got off the phone, he goes like, you were driving me crazy. Here you've been wanting to, you know, get this craft room forever. And I'm finally talking to the guy, and now you're like bugging me. I'm like, well, we're getting hungry, and I just wanted to ask what you wanted for dinner. Do you want pizza? Because it's Friday. So we ended up ordering pizza, which that was good. But the next steps are, he's going to send us, we're going to send a deposit. We're going to put in a deposit. And then they're going to start construction at some point. I don't know when yet, but it looks like, y'all, it looks like it's going to happen. It's starting to look real. Like it's really going to happen. I still can't believe it. I've tried not to get too excited because, you know, I kept thinking, oh, this is just going to take a long time. And it has taken some time, but it might actually happen. So I'm really, really excited. And last night, my husband and I at dinner, he's like, so is there anything else, you know, before we finalize all this, is there anything else you need for your room? I was like, no, I don't need anything else. I just need a wall. And of course I'm excited about, you know, and I told him, I was like, you know, Lou and I went to Michael's, and they've got these like, these little crafting storage things. He goes, no, I don't want to talk about that stuff. And I said, well, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about decorating the room. He goes, I know. He goes, I mean, structurally, is there anything else you need? I'm like, nope, I'm good. I just need a wall. So yes, you guys, super excited. So I'll keep y'all posted. and maybe show pictures if we get to some point where, you know, we're getting there. But the only thing that is kind of going to be a pain in the ass is we have to, but I know it's part of it. We've got to move a lot of stuff. There's furniture and there's things that need to be moved in order for them to start construction. And, you know, so there's going to be some work involved, obviously, you know, for us to get things moved out. We even told we told Lou, I said, we might even be using your room for temporary storage to put some stuff in, because, you know, this craft room will be upstairs and their rooms are all upstairs. And we don't want to be moving, but we might have to move some stuff down to the garage. So it's just, you know, moving some stuff around while they, so they have, you know, the space they need. And so not everything gets dusty or, you know, so yeah. So we've kind of been trying to figure out now what needs to be, kind of what the next steps are as far as for our end of what we need to be cleaning out and moving and finding space for. And so, yeah, it's exciting. My husband's like, yeah, Saturday, I kind of wanted to, you know, clear out something in the garage. He goes, but that's your birthday. And I'm like, we can do that on my birthday. It's no big deal. I mean, what am I going to do? You know, sit on my throne all day and be waited on. I mean, come on, that's not realistic, you guys. We all know it's going to be a regular day. I mean, I'll get some gifts, but that'll be it. But it'll be a regular day. It's not like I don't get, you know, I still have to discipline the kids. I still got to do chores. It's the weekend. So you're always kind of, you know, doing laundry but maybe I'll try to get all that stuff done. So maybe I can relax and take it easy. Maybe just diamond paint and hang out. Lou does have, let's see, that's Saturday. So Lou has, cheer. She has a game at 4. So I told my husband, I'm like, maybe after her game is over, because it'll be about dinner time, maybe we could go out to dinner and celebrate my birthday. He's like, yeah, where do you want to go? I was like, I don't know. He mentioned Cheesecake Factory. And I was like, yeah, that's a fun place. They have a lot of stuff. He goes, but you choose. I'm like, I really don't have a favorite restaurant. I'm easy. I'm like, I'd be happy if we go to Taco Bell. I really love Taco Bell, but nobody else does. They think it's disgusting. And y'all might too. But if you Taco Bell lovers out there, you feel me. I know you do, right? It's not bad. It's good. I love burritos, a good old burrito supreme. I'm mad that they took away the Mexican pizza. I'm mad about that, y'all. But I haven't had Taco Bell in so long that it would be like a treat. But anyways, I mean, I could go and have it for lunch, I guess, anytime I want to if the kids are at school. But there's not really one. Well, no, there's not one. Yeah, it's not too far from us. I just never go in that part of town, so... All right, so that's, okay, so let's see. All right, so that was Friday. So Lou, you know, Lou got her ears pierced, and it's been 3 weeks, and you can take out the earrings at 3 weeks. So Friday night, she was like, Mom, I'm ready to take the earrings out. Oh my gosh, so much drama around these earrings, you guys. We can't get them out. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, I think I'm going to have to take her back to the place we got them pierced at, inside Walmart, the Claire's, and ask if they can remove them. So first of all, I couldn't tell. Plus she was so squirmy and freaking out and screaming and no, stop. She wouldn't even let me barely even like touch them and look at them. But I was trying to, you know, give her instructions on how to take them out herself, because I figured that would be easiest, because she knows, you know, when she needs to stop or not, and what hurts. And so she's screaming, and I was like, wait a second. I don't even know if these backs are twists. Do you twist them off or do you pull them off? So that's part of the problem that we're having. To me, just looking at them, they don't look like the twist ones. They look like you just pull them off. But she said she can't pull them out. She can't pull them off. So that was Friday, the screaming and all that, and my mom and dad stopped over, you know, the other day. And then my mom's like, you know what? You know how she is with other people? Just like with her hair. Just take her and go, you know, just take her in and just have the people that didn't, you know, she'll be, you know, better for everybody else but you. And I'm like, exactly. She gives me the business, but she'd be like, you know, totally good with everybody else. Just like, you know, the day that she was getting her hair cut, and, you know, she screams and everything with me. And this woman's like really kind of being rough with her and combing out her hair. And she's like, oh, she asked me before she starts, she goes, is she tender-headed? I'm like, yes. And then, of course, towards the end, she's like, she was so good. I was pulling and she never did. I'm like, mm-hmm. And then we get in the car and she starts crying, you know. I'm like, yeah, she holds it in for other people. So, you know, I don't know what we're going to do about these earrings. So as of right now, she's like, I just want to keep them in. And they're just little diamond studs, you know, and they look, I think we should just leave them in longer. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get these out. She's saying it hurts. So I don't know if I don't know. And she's afraid that when we do pull them out, that the hole's going to get closed up immediately and that we won't be able to get earrings back in there and she'll have to get them pierced again. So she has all these fears. So I don't know what we're going to do about the earrings. So we're kind of dealing with that currently. What else? Oh, so Saturday she had cheer. Oh, it was so hot. I got sunburned. I don't think y'all can see. I don't know if y'all can see, but I got a farmer's tan right here because I had a t-shirt on, but we got sunburnt. Poor Lou got sunburnt a little bit. I'm really fair skinned, so I got burned a little bit more than she did. Good thing I had a hat on. So it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it was 100 degrees outside. Y'all, it's still blazing hot here. It was 100 degrees yesterday, but today we're supposed to get, next couple of days is supposed to be like high 80s. So but then it's going to go back up again because I was excited thinking, oh, okay, you know, the heat's over. I think we still have a little more heat to go. So but that's okay. That's what it's like in Texas. That's Texas weather. But oh, poor Lou, the girls were just sweating and they were so hot and they were miserable and they were kind of like not really cheering real loud. And, the poor team that they're cheering for, this was the second game. The first game, the score was 0-30 something, you know, they had lost. This game was exact same thing, 0-30 something, 37, I think it was. So they're, you know, here they are trying to cheer for a team that's, you know, kind of not doing so good. So, and she's used to going to Super Bowls. This is her 4th year to cheer. And, you know, the last 3 years, her team has been undefeated and gone to the Super Bowl. So she's not used to cheering for a team that's, you know, that's losing. But I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, it's not all about winning and losing. It's about you're out there, you're trying to cheer them on so they do have, you know, so they can win and they can, you know, you're trying to encourage them and pep them up and, you know, get them excited. And that's what your job is. So, but y'all, it was just so hot. It was miserable. We went and we got something to eat after. We went to Cane's and the place that has the chicken strips and everything. We went there and we went to the bathroom when we first got there so we could wash our hands and just kind of, we were so sweaty. And y'all, I know this, hopefully this isn't TMI, but oh my gosh, it looked like, even Lou was like, did you pee your pants? I'm like, no, that's sweat. I'm sweating everywhere. And I had jean shorts on and it felt so gross. And like the top of my jeans, like where the button is and the zipper was all wet from like my stomach, you know, like just dripping and my bra was wet. Everything was just, ugh. So I couldn't wait to come home and take a shower. So that's what I did. But yeah, so she did that and we were kind of wiped out after that. I was tired. I didn't do anything. I just sat in a chair, but I sweated. And poor girl, she was hot too. So did the game Saturday and then Saturday night. So Saturday Ryan had homecoming and I told you it's a big Texas thing, tradition. They get all dressed up and he looked so good. He looked adorable. Of course he was upstairs, getting dressed and my husband saw him first because my husband was upstairs and he's like, oh my gosh, your mom is going to go crazy when she sees you. She's going to gush all over you and want pictures. So I didn't know that they had said that about me, but then when he came down, I was taking pictures and telling Nate to take a picture of Ryan and I, and my husband looks over from upstairs and he goes, "See, Ryan, I told you." I'm like, "Told you what? That you were gonna be like this?" I'm like, "Oh, of course, it's my baby," and he looks so handsome, and oh, you guys, he's so cute. Ryan and I actually we reenacted. So he didn't go to homecoming last year, but he went his freshman year. And his freshman year, we have this one picture where, you know, I've got my arm, you know, I've got my arm around him and it's just him and I in front of the fireplace. And I found the picture, it popped up in my memories on my phone the other day because it had been, you know, 2 years. And I sent him the picture and I'm like, wow, look at the difference for 2 years of what you look like then, what you look like now. He's taller than me now. And back then he was not. So, and, you know, we had some, you know, we were worried about his growth and he's had some hormone shots and we're just so happy to see him growing and, you know, he's just getting so big. But so we reenacted, you know, that same pose. And the first time Nate took the picture, I was on the wrong side. And Ryan looked at the picture from 2 years ago and he's like, "No, Mom, you need to be on the other side." And he's like, "Nate, take another picture." So Nate was a good sport. He was our photographer. And, yeah, so we got some pictures, but he's taller than me and he just, But I got to him and all his group of buddies. There's about 8 or 9 of them, I think it was. They all went up to the high school, which is just real close to us. And they all took pictures beforehand. So I got to run over there and I met a few of the other parents. And they looked so cute. So my son is the smallest out of the group. You know, like I said, he's kind of on the shorter side. All of his buddies are just these big guys. And they did one picture. It's kind of like one of those like bachelor pictures that you see where all the guys are like holding the groom, you know, like they're, you know, he's like stretched out and they're all holding underneath his legs. So they did that with Ryan. All of his buddies, his big buddies, were all holding him and Ryan's like laying across their arms. It was so funny. Poor Ryan, but he's a good sport and he knows he's the smallest one. So yeah, so he had a homecoming. He wanted to spend the night at a friend's house, and I don't know the friend's mom or dad that well because they're getting older and you don't really get to meet the parents like I used to. So I asked for the parents' phone number so I could verify everything because it is homecoming and they were going to be out. And I was like, I'm not naive. I want to know what you're up to. So I asked for the parents' number just to confirm that that's where he was going to be staying. And he gives me this number and I look at it. He sends it to me and it's like, it looks weird. It doesn't look like a real number. So I try to text it. It didn't work. Then I try to call. It's like, do, you know, and it wasn't a working number. So I called him and I'm like, buddy, what? You're not spending the night over there if you can't give me a real number. I'm like, this is not a good number. It's got too many digits. He's like, wait. That's the number he gave me. So he sent me another one. I guess his buddy had just added like an extra 4 in the number, and he was right. So the second number he gave me, I called the mother. She was very, very nice. And she said, yes, the boys are all spending the night over here. And she's like, does Ryan have any allergies? I'm like, nope. She's like, okay, great. We're going to, you know, pick up some snacks for them to have. So when they come home, they can watch a movie and eat snacks. I'm like, okay. So it was so fun. He spent the night over there. And then I checked in with the mom the next day. And I thanked her and she said, no worries. He was great. He's welcome anytime. So, you know, I think everything went as planned. I don't think there was any shenanigans. Well, not that he got caught doing. So I don't know, but all seems well. He was extremely tired the next day and he kept sleeping. And I was like, gosh, you know, I thought they were going to be home. I thought they had to be home midnight, you know? So I said to him, I'm like, buddy, are you tired? He's like, yeah, we stayed up late. So later on that afternoon, Nate was saying something about Ryan sleeping still. And I'm like, no, he's awake. I just saw him. He's like, well, he told me they never went to bed last night. I'm like, oh, okay. It's good to know. So I love that I've got, you know, my little, not that he was snitching on him, but I've got his, you know, little brother to kind of tell me what's going on. So I was like, thanks, Nate. But I didn't say anything to Ryan because I didn't want him to be mad at Nate for mentioning that to him. And again, you know, we've all done it at sleepovers, you know, stayed up too late. It happens. And it's not like, you know, we didn't have to be anywhere the next day or, you know, it was just, you know, I didn't want it to affect his, you know, going to school on Monday, which it did. You know, like I said, Nate and I went to the DMV Monday and I told Ryan Sunday night, I said, buddy, set your alarm because I might not be here. We might not be back yet to get you up for school. Well, he forgot to set his alarm and he missed the first period. He was late. So yeah, his text message was kind of funny. I would read it to y'all, but I'm using my phone to film, but I showed it to Nate. Nate and I were actually at the DMV still. And he was like, I'm the worst son ever. Cause he knew I was going to be mad after everything we're going through right now. And he's just, you know, on my shit list basically. And he's, you know, treading on thin water and already having absences and failing grades. And I'm like, dude, what is going on? Where's your head? And he's like, I'm so sorry. He goes, I'm the worst kid ever. And I'm like, just get to school. Just get to school. And so last night he came in, he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, so am I. So that's all I said to him. He knows I'm disappointed, you know, but then this morning, I walked Lou to school, came back and I noticed his truck was gone. And y'all, he doesn't have to be at school for like an hour or so, like after I get back. And so I looked up his location and I saw that he was near school. And so I texted him like, where are you at? He goes, I'm at school. So then I checked a little while and he was at school and I guess he was getting some stuff done. So I think he's, I don't know, you guys, just when I think things are getting better, who knows? but I think he's trying, if that means anything. So who knows? All right, you guys, was there anything else? Yeah, that was Saturday. He did homecoming. Sunday, I just like prepared all of Nate's, you know, oh my gosh, at the DMV, they need so much paperwork. I mean, a lot. I mean, not just from him, but from me. I mean, they need like a copy of your electric bill, a copy of your water bill, you know, social security cards for both of you, passports, birth certificates, applications, verification of enrollment forms for him being at school, and so on and so on and so on. And so I just was, you know, the certificate from the driving school. And so I just spent all day Sunday, several hours in between doing laundry, and just was like looking at the checklist, just trying to make sure we had everything we needed to do that stuff, you know, Monday morning. Because that would really suck if you went down there and sat there for 2 hours and then, you know, didn't have all your paperwork. Yeah, that'd be bad. So, and of course, even though I know I've got all my stuff, every time I take the boys up there and I have to do this, I always get so nervous that I'm missing something. It's just that, you know, fear of just, oh my gosh, do we have everything we need? And if we don't, you know, we'll have to go back home. But we had everything, got it all done. So that was good. What else, you guys? I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I feel like I've just been like talking a mile a minute. And you guys, look at this section. Okay, this is where you got to look up from your painting. Look, 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 look. I'm almost done. Let me see what you guys can see. Yeah, look at this. This painting is just gorgeous. You've got this white like milk jug, like jug right here with the sunflowers. All I have to do is just these green leaves right here, because I don't diamond paint this, but this is all done. So yeah, I'll be able to finish this in a few minutes. And then I just have 2 more little sections left, and then that last row. So I'll have to decide what I'm going to do after this painting. I've got one from Mary's Diamonds, a Halloween one that I ordered. Well, that they sent me, that they're sending me as a review. So I kind of had planned to do that, but I don't know how long that's going to take to get to me. But I have a couple other in my stash. I have a Craftably one that would probably work. And I don't know. I just have a lot of mermaid paintings, so I really have to look and see what I have. But it's been fun to do smaller ones and to kind of say, oh, I've done 2. Because normally it's like, oh, I've just done 1 and it's taken me, you know, a month and a half, 2 months. All right, you guys, I know when I get off of here, I'm going to think of something, which always happens. I'm like, oh, I forgot to talk about this, or I forgot to talk about that. Or, but before I go, I just want to thank you guys again for watching. And if you've, you know, stuck around for this whole video, thank you so much, you guys, for all your support. And it really means a lot to me. And if you've already subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And if you'd like to subscribe and you haven't yet, there's a little button down below. And there's a notification bell right next to that. So if you click on both of those, you'll be set with me. And in the comments, you guys tell me how you're doing. I want to know what you're working on, how your week's going. I love to catch up with you guys and to see your comments. So just keep them coming. Yep, keep them coming. All right, I'm going to just the kids are at school. So I'm just going to continue to diamond paint, maybe get something to eat. I'm getting a little hungry. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one. I always hate saying goodbye to you guys because I enjoy chatting with you, but I know I don't want to go over an hour because that's a lot. So again, any comments, concerns, questions, put them down below, and then I will see you guys in the next one. Okay? All right, y'all take care, and I love you. See you later. Okay, bye guys.